Hi PE 555, this is my response video for week 1 on cognitive dissonance. So the first question is if I've ever experienced this type of stretching or challenging of values in my life. I love the example that was given in the book about apples and how the example was to think about if we had only thought that apples were ripe when they're red, and then we get introduced to a green apple and come to find out both red and green apples can be ripe. And so I loved this example because my experience has to do with food as well. And so I remember being in elementary school and taking a field trip to a local farm. I don't remember what it's called, but I remember them just kind of educating us on farm life, and we got the opportunity to milk a cow if we wanted. It was optional, but I remember thinking, I remember connecting the pieces and putting together that this cow is my hamburger. And my mom came with me on the field trip, and I remember asking her, I'm like, why do we eat them? But I couldn't comprehend it. And prior to visiting this farm, I only saw the end product of a beef patty or a steak. I never saw the living being. And so my mom's response was, that's the circle of life. That's how things are. And because my mom said that, I sat in that and I said, okay. And so I went back to this disconnection for a long time until I was in my late 20s. I watched a documentary called Forks Over Knives, and that really started a domino effect of just watching more documentaries and researching the food industry, because I wanted to know. I felt like there was a whole nother world beyond what I've known my whole life, and I wanted to find out for myself the truth and what it was like. And so I became vegan, and yes, I think initially it was the animals, but the more research I did and the more I dug into it, I realized it was beneficial for me in terms of health. And I also learned how much the agriculture and the meat and dairy industry affect our environment, and I care about our environment. So what I learned from this experience was that I shouldn't just believe the first thing that I'm told. I should really do research for myself and learn for myself and find things out that I wouldn't have normally have known, like had I been kept inside of this box or bubble that I've only known for however many years. How prepared am I to experience this in the context of the class? I think given this example that I just gave, I am prepared. It does make me nervous, just like watching those documentaries made me nervous. I didn't want to see a lot of the things that I saw, but it's educational and it definitely has changed my views. So I am open to new experiences in this class with this topic, or with the topics of the sociological and ethical issues in sport. And I'm actually looking forward to it because I like learning new things, and I like different perspectives, and yeah, growing as a person. So I'm excited. That's my response. Can't wait to hear from all of you.